then the worst thing, which was really the point when I had to change something, was when I got constipation, but really bad. Like it was like, it's not possible to live with that. My name is Mariam, and I'm actually from Belgium originally, but I've moved to UK 2 years ago, and I've been into trying to figure out my own health, well-being, and interested in nutrition and health in general since about 10 years now. So I'm 32 years old now, so it was like when I started to be a student, I left my parents' house, I got a student room, and it was just crazy to start to realize things that I never thought about before.
So can you tell me about your health before?
Yeah, I remember that when I was a student, I was very tired. Like pretty much my whole life, I've been complaining about being tired all the time. And I've had mood swings. During my studies, I went through a depression. And then the worst thing, which was really the point when I had to change something, was when I got constipation, but really bad. Like it was like, it's not possible to live with that. Like you just have to do something about it. And yeah, so I started to read things, and also I got a really nice book in a second-hand bookstore, and it was about centenarians, like people who live the longest on this earth and who have like a good quality of life. And I was so passionate about it, like it just made sense to me, and I never heard something like that before. My parents are really like very kind of like Western diet mixed with some Arabian origins, like maybe sometimes a bit of couscous at home, you know, things like that. But what I mean is that it's a lot of, you know, like it's carnivore, it's like a lot of oils, sugar, like everything. So, and then I got this constipation, and nothing would help me. Like I went to see a specialist. I went to see a naturopath. Like I've tried many things, and at the end I am the one who had to do the job. And it's funny because in my life, that's most of the time that's my conclusion. Like I know myself the best, and I just need to get some basic knowledge about life and how my body works, how my mind works, and all that kind of things. So I had to do the job. And
so what did you do?
Yeah, so after I saw those people and trying to understand things, I continued reading, and so I got vegetarian. I tried that. I tried to be gluten-free. Then I tried sugar-free. So like gradually, like I was like always going into a new thing, and then when that was done, then I would switch to another one, because actually my symptoms didn't go away like quickly. It took a lot of time and experimenting. So yeah, every time probably something was improving, but it was never enough to make my own health issues all like go away.
And besides the constipation, what other health issues did you have?
I would say especially like the mental health side of things, because I was very much depressed, like, and I know, like, I have always noticed that it's very much related to, it's a mind-body connection. It's really and yeah, I would say like probably stressed and anxious as well. Like I was very much overwhelmed as well in my life, I think. So yeah, and one of the main moments when I could really feel better was not only doing the vegetarian diet, but to actually drink more water and be hydrated more. And that's what I think really got my issue with constipation it's just solved. But the funny thing is that people would have told me they would have told me like, you need to drink enough water, you need to, but for me, I was drinking enough water and I was drinking so much, but you don't know a thing until you experience it. You cannot know what it is like until you've done it. So yeah, it took me some time, but I have to say that I have skin issues, and it got better with time. But I went from being a vegetarian to a vegan because I still had this skin eruption and I wanted it to improve. I know that there's inflammation in my body, so I'm trying to understand why is this happening, because this happened exactly when I got the constipation.
Right.
So it's
and was it much worse, or?
It was worse. It was much worse. It was like really like inflamed and yeah, like it looked infected. It was not nice. And then
what did you change?
Yeah, so it was related to my digestive system, so that's why I knew I had to work on my nutrition. And so there was the water, but also switched to the veganism and so many things, like just at that moment, that was the difference. Like when I was vegetarian for like 3-4 years, I saw improvements, but not as when I switched to vegan, like plant-based whole food diet. I was like even just plant-based at first, and like so basically, well, constipation I never have that. Like I don't need to think about it because it's just flowing. But also my skin has improved. My mood is so much better. Like I feel more and more happy in my life. It seems like just my whole life is just improving all the time. I feel like life is beautiful more and more, and I'm getting more like strength in myself to deal with things. Like before I would be like, I could like just have tears like so easily because I was so overwhelmed and sensitive and emotional, and now I feel the emotions, but it's different. I'm strong. It's very different feelings. It's funny.
And what do you eat?
So now I've been on a raw food diet for a year because I knew that I had to go to the next level and go deeper, because there's still I want to improve like the things that are still going on. And now since about 6 months now, I'm mainly on fruits. But I still have a bit of green salads and things like that, but like loads of fruits. And I have to say that I can be really high on fruits.
High on fruits. Yeah.
Like, I just had a watermelon this morning and I was just starting to laugh just after it. I'm just so happy, like I feel so light and so loving. It's funny because the difference between before with the raw food is the consciousness. Like there is a spiritual awakening really going really fast inside of me, and my whole life is completely changing. Like I see the world with completely different eyes now, and I know myself better, and I'm just getting more and more happy with my life. Really, it's amazing.
And the constipation, did that change on the cooked diet or on the raw diet?
It already improved on the vegetarian diet, the vegan diet. So yeah, at that moment, but there was still like, I mean, the raw food is like perfect. Like it's nothing to worry about. I'm hydrated so much better, because still on cooked food I think that I had to be really thinking about getting like enough water, it was all about balance, but now
Yeah,
I don't even think about it.
Because of the water in the fruit, right?
Yes, and the raw food and stuff, so it's just perfect. But it's just, one of the things I like the most is I feel like I'm becoming like the child I was again. During all this time I had so much resentments and things that I wasn't feeling good about. But now, it's the personality I had like when I was a child, and to me it's a sign that I'm really healing.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Awesome. Any last thing you want to share?
Yeah, just love. I love the world. I love people. I love nature. I love the planet. I just want to be loved, really. And that's
beautiful.
it. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And good luck to everyone who is on a healing path, because it can be challenging, but it's worth it. Because at the end of it, or like, you always see improvements, but there are moments you just look back and you're like, wow, like, you know. So that's, yeah, amazing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you, Louise. Thank you.
Er du blevet nysgerrig for, hvad det er for en kost, man skal spise for at opnå de her resultater? Så gå over på min hjemmeside Rask på Raw. Her kan du nemlig downloade min gratis Kom i gang guide, som fortæller dig meget mere om principperne, så du selv kan komme i gang. Og hvis du er klar til at tage dit liv og helbred til endnu højere højder, så lad mig coache dig helt personligt, så du får de allerbedste resultater. Vi ses på min hjemmeside. Hej hej!